10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Newbees, turn to ban. Virtus.Pro's turn to ban. Newbees, turn to ban.
Seconds remaining.
Virtus.Pro's turn to ban.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Newbees, turn to pick. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick.
Naga Siren.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Virtus.Pro's turn to pick. Newbees, turn to pick.
Omni-Knight.
Virtus.Pro's turn to ban.
Razor.
Seconds remaining.
Newbees, turn to ban. Virtus.Pro's turn to ban. Newbees, turn to ban. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Newbees, turn to pick.
Disruptor.
Virtus.Pro's turn to pick.
10 seconds remaining.
Newbee's turn to pick.
Morphling.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Virtus.Pro's turn to bat.
Shadow Demon.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Newbee's turn to ban. Newbee's turn to pick. Turn to pick. Luna.
You may now select your heroes. Prepare for battle.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Alright, this isn't the most freest Broodmother game by any means, but it is still a Ramsey's Broodmother. Even with those nerfs recently, it's always a scary hero, Grant.
Yeah, and I think Cap has a very, very good opinion. Not about Dota, apparently, but about other things. But yeah, no, this does look like a good Brood game. And then you have Solo on his Disruptor. It's been a little bit since we've seen this now, so I'm glad. Back, I think it's his best hero, and I'm interested to see how the new Brood plays out itself. Meanwhile, the core Naga, as Kyle was saying, And first blood already happened, by the way. I don't know where or what happened. There's a death.
There is a death. You're not wrong. Newbee is up 1-0. So we'll never know. But Newbee is up 1-0. And we do get to see Roger on his pudge for the second time in this event. Of course, we're in it against Paint Gaming. And they need to block this hook. And oh, nope. Solo's good. He gets out. Great. I was going to say, I guess they just didn't see Roger in that angle or something, but
now you have hook at level 1, which is the best skill to have. But I mean, you saved that, whatever was going down right there. But man, here we go. Pasha top. I think Pasha is the best Omni Knight in the world. So you have the best Omni Knight in the world, possibly the best Morphling in the world on your team. It just looks like it's very good picks for VP.
Miracle played a pretty mean Morphling earlier.
Okay.
There's a good debate, I think, to make right there. Yeah, no, but Ramses again on the Brood at the bottom lane. So he is matched up against this Luna, as well as the Shadow Demon and even the Rubik. So they're tri-laning the Brood Mother. But again, Brood's one of those heroes that you can do so much to try to lock her down early on. It feels like no matter what, though, she's always going to find some kind of farm.
Because she's one of the few heroes that can always go to the jungle. There's some heroes, I need a few levels, like Shadow Fiend, before I go to the jungle. Brood just can jungle all game once you get level 3. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm excited though. KP, like Kyle was saying, I'm glad they put him on that Naga, make it core, just see what he can do. You know, it is a big learning thing, and maybe KP does end up winning this game.
That's true. Again, only the one game recently, apparently, according to the stats man himself, Red Eye there on the panel. But
it was a W.
It was a W indeed. So right now, though, Ramses, he's got 5 creep kills, and man, they really are investing in. So this is the thing, right? Where sure they're keeping maybe the experience on a Brood, but you also have 2 what are going to be under-leveled supports as a result of this. So how much should Newbee be really investing into this, you think?
I think this is fine, right? Because you still have the Razor against the Omni Knight right here, so the Razor can easily, maybe not completely shut out this 2v1 lane if he gets hooked and rotted when Roger's level 2, but Razor has a fine time in this 2v1 lane, so I like how the lanes are right now. It feels like the only really bad one is going to be middle.
Well, KP only 5-1 so far. Again, no one. He is having free farm essentially in that middle lane going to it. Now, Rubik is moving around a little bit. He's got the illusion rune. Actually, Ramsey's getting very low at the bottom lane. Will manage to live. Actually, keeps one of those spiderlings alive close by. Finds Faith and quickly turns away, running on top of that web through the trees right there. So again, getting him low, harassing him, trying to keep him at least out of experience range, and also minimal CS.
Yep. And now, he has a full creep wave. Yeah, he has to do that. Is a kill?
Ramses is just gonna run, it looks like. So no.
Yeah, I think Faith had to get his, he had to get the ability on him, but Mookie couldn't get the beam off beforehand, and he just gets out. So this, it's still looking a little bit rough. You see Kaka actually moves up top. Pasha already level 3 as well, but yeah, there you go. It's always gonna happen.
Omni Knight going to be lifted back in. There's a stun on Roger as a result of it, but ultimately not the most damage coming out. Just again, plenty of stolen damage. Razor, 59 to be exact. I love seeing this combo, by the way. You know, I got a little excited when I saw Omni Knight Pudge. This has to be one of the more classic combos in Dota's history.
I mean, the problem is it's not quite as big, obviously, with Repel, you know, what, 3 seconds long, 4 seconds long, when it used to be like 10 seconds always. It just was like 50 second cooldown for 10 seconds.
It's a little different now.
It is a little different, but it's still great. I mean, once you get those levels into it, I think like Kyle said, we might not even see a Repel on Pudge this game. You just want to throw it on no one on that Morphling the whole time, because Morphling repelled waveforms in. What are you going to do to stop him? Maybe an ultimate from the Shadow Demon, which they do have, is nice. And then also Naga, they could do some tricky plays, you know, where he gets repelled up and then you just sleep everyone else. And then you just focus him down, a lot like with BKBs.
Roger, he gets out right there. Again, stolen damage for the Razor, but still, at least he survives. Back to Ramsey at the bottom lane. I mean, he's level 4. He's level 4.5, and the CS, he's 15-1. They've rotated, as you mentioned. He did his job. I mean, he stayed alive. He got enough levels, and now he has a favorable lane against the Naga. Yeah,
I am intrigued, as God said, to see how he can do these Ancients, or even just like creep camps with the Centaur or the Hellbear. Like, it feels like it's going to be a lot harder to do, but not that much harder.
Well, so far, he's not even worrying about that. He's just simply farming the bottom lane and spawning more spiders. There's Morphling middle lane, and destruction on him. He's going to have to waveform away and just to be safe. That kind of killed.
Faith, no, not going Shadow Poison, so completely opposite of what Puppy did. Pretty rare. Usually Shadow Poison is actually skilled at level 1, and he just doesn't have it.
Yeah, it's a different style to play it, I guess. I don't know if that was more so to also try to help kill the Brood Mother from the beginning. Although you think, Shadow Poison with the damage wouldn't be too bad to have. But Yeah, curious, perhaps just simply a player-specific thing, if anything. But yeah, Ramses again goes back to bottom lane. He's more than comfortable now in the game, and like I said from the beginning, that's going to just naturally happen with this hero. That's why you pick up this hero whenever she is picked up, in this case by Virtus.Pro. Now Roger's finding himself at the bottom lane too, so they want to set up a kill on Naga Siren. That'd be something, but doesn't look like that's going to happen as Pudge is now rushing elsewhere. As I say that, he's taking some auto attacks from Ramses, but no, he's fine.
Yeah, I do like this because the Morphling is getting a lot more pressure at middle, and as I say that, you see Pudge as well as Soloran, and uh-oh.
Yeah. That's a glimpse back. Mugi, all they can do is beam and run. The kinetic field will make it more difficult, and that's a kill for Virtus.Pro. They take him out. Great rotation for Roger. You know, frankly, I don't even know if that was 100% necessary. The glimpse simply was plenty.
Now you see a lot more Morphlings are going this build. The 1-1-3 on Morphling. Okay. It used to be always max out waveform. I mean, it's going to be a lot easier for kills, but when you're in the middle lane, especially in like 2 versus 1 lanes, there's no reason. You're never going to die if you go this build, and you just need that 1 in waveform to escape.
Pasha's always been kind of that more aggressive player as an offlaner, I feel like, and you know, playing the Omni Knight, like you said, you respect his Omni Knight. Does he like to go that Radiant style build, and if so, did we see that in this game?
The problem is a lot of the last times I've seen his Omni Knight personally was in WESG as well. So it's like where the other real teams weren't really there, and he was just having fun. He always went the Radiance build during that, but obviously, what do you take out of WSG except free money for him?
Woohoo, Faith, they're looking to turn Morphling, but he's shifting. He's going strength, he's bulky as a result, and they're not killing it for sure. KP, meanwhile, goes down at the bottom lane to Morphling, or excuse me, to the Broodmother. They do lose Roger in return, it looks like.
But that's the thing, right? The 1-1-3 build, if he had 3 in waveform there, he was for sure dead, but because he has those 3 points in the shift, it's fine.
Ramses level 7. I believe I saw a medallion purchased on him right there. I was going to say, I've seen some Broodmothers recently that have gone Radiance themselves even, but do you think that could be a possibility, or does he maybe go to Orchid, Deso? What kind of game is this?
It always could be a possibility, but I think he goes more of that, the Deso build. He just wants to farm the jungle, push the waves, even like his Lifestealer last game, right? He could just go Solar Crest first item for all he wants. Yeah. And just pressure anyone who goes to that bottom lane.
Yeah, he'd be really good at pushing towers while the teams are attempting Roshan this time around for sure. Pasha, top lane, he's working on finishing phase boots, at least we know that. We'll see where he goes from there. Razor's having a good farm, though.
I think after these phase boots, you're going to see, I think it's either going to be a Ewell's or a Radiance, so I just wanted to finish those phase boots so I know what it is myself.
Lincoln's going to be picked up by Morphling, pretty standard stuff. That into the Ethereal Blade, I think, is probably a safe call here.
He could just go fighter build as well if he wants. I mean, VP can just do whatever they want. That's why they're VP.
Naga Siren, KP, again, technically a core player in that off lane and everything, playing solo, trying to get some farm. Going the Arcane Boots here, Ring of Acula, it's, I guess I stick to the Radiance idea. I mean, would that ever be a case here, or?
No, it could be. I mean, you always go Mana Boots before Radiance anyways, because you're eventually going to take apart those boots anyways to get your Octarine.
Yeah.
Which is good in general.
Does he have Ensnare?
I don't think he needs it even so. We're going to see he's going to do the toggle rot so he gets slowed a little bit while not doing too much to himself.
Deny himself of anything at the time. Oh, well played by KP. Runs him down. Yeah, he doesn't have Ensnare, but didn't need it as we saw in the end. Meanwhile, no one. Plenty of damage drained from him at 168, actually. Stolen by him. Meanwhile, he's lost 217, so clearly using that morph ability on the Razor. Ramses is also here. Kaka gets glimpsed back, and he will be the only death, it looks like, of this exchange in the middle lane. Yeah, I had to do a double take on Morphling's buffs and debuffs right there. Yeah, what the hell was going on?
Stole 200, but got stolen by 160. Yeah, it was a little confusing. Now Mugi's dead. Nice hit by Roger. God, Roger. Love it. Last game, he just rolled in, going crazy. This game, even harder skill shot, but hey, sure, I'll just get a kill on the Luna, just casually, and now Omni, just get a TP bottom. You see the Brood already shifted to middle, which opens up bottom lane, and now Pasha's just gonna farm.
Yeah, Brood's actually in the dire jungle even. Yeah. That's, again, he can just run around. You mentioned it, maybe nerfed a little bit as far as jungling presence, but overall.
With Dragon, I mean, you're not nerfed when you're farming Dragons. It really is just some of those other creeps, but Dragons, man, those are always the best creeps. No matter what, Dragons will always be the best.
2,100 gold saved up for Broodmother right now, so still no information just yet. But Luna, Mask of Madness, going to be coming out. Again, go back to pretty standard stuff here, at least from Mugi. Mask of Madness, does she need the BKB this game as soon as possible, or something else here.
You're gonna have to get a BKB eventually, but the problem is, right, Dismember goes through it, Omni Knight's just gonna right-click you. What does BKB do against that? Against Morphling, against Brood? Like, BKB doesn't feel great, but what if Solo just hits him like with a solo ult? Then you do need the BKB,
that feels so bad, you're right. It's like necessary, but it's definitely not something that's gonna keep you alive, really.
Yeah.
Either. That's gonna be a tough game.
He is nice. Disruptor, look at that stash. 2 Clarities, 2 Observer Wards, and a Smoke. He's ready to go.
Clarities? What is this, 2018?
I guess. Man, where's the mangoes? Now it is. You need the mangoes, though. Yeah, it feels like that's the one thing maybe VP's behind on. Clarities, they're on the out. Mangoes, they're on the up.
Yeah. Yeah, Lincoln's progress being had by Morphling. Moogie's just finding himself in the jungle right now, still working on that Mask of Madness. Going to be doing that for a bit longer, of course. Virtus.Pro elsewhere. Yeah, the top lane, Disruptor harassing out. He's partnered up with the Pudge, actually, so not often we just see 2 supports in a lane together, but that's going on from VP right now. The cores are elsewhere. As I say that, Pasha is running in towards the top, so they're going to start tri-laning this now, see if they can make some plays with that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is such a scary lane for Luna. You just get, if somehow the Pudge gets behind you and just rot you, you're going to die. If you get hooked, you're going to die, and that's the problem. Repel is stolen now, though, so it's going to be nice. Nothing like some instant cast Omni spells.
Yeah, no, Rubik's, again, a great counter to the Omni Knight for the obvious reasons of the GA. Of course, is a fantastic ability to steal mid-fight, but while the fights aren't breaking out and GA's a lot of cooldown, having that repel, I think, is safe to say,
repel
one of the stronger things that he can take there.
Yeah, repel or purification are just so good.
Yeah, really. He'll take it all.
And besides hook, but good luck getting. I want to see if Roger somehow that's gonna be the one thing. Will Roger give away a hook? I've actually seen it in a couple of pro games now. Pudges have been giving away a hook. You just throw it out and you forget to rot.
Whoops.
Like sometimes you just forget. And
Ramses. Oh, he's alive.
Good.
I caught the tail end of that, and then glimpsed back Razor, actually. Ramses is still very low, though, so...
No mana, but the Spiderlings...
isn't necessary, you're right. The Spiderling's doing enough. He's still in trouble, though. KP trying to run him down, but Ramses going through the trees with that web, and now KP's committed in a bad spot. Solo. Glimpse is probably still on cooldown a bit longer. Back at the top lane, though. Roger, he gets lifted in. The Eclipse used for that as well, so they'll kill the Pudge. It's a big cooldown, but again, getting the kill early on, I think it's probably worth it. KP did make the escape out, but I mean, you can't blame them for diving because that's a big kill on Broodmother, but she lives and Razor does not.
Well, I love how whenever you do those illusions now, the Morph illusions or the Shadow Demon illusions have the Morphling's cosmetics. Just some visual bugs that appease me. I don't know why. I don't know why. They're just visually appeasing.
Brood 3,500 gold saved up. Usually when a hero's saving up that much gold this early
on,
Radiance,
like you said, and I think you might be correct here. Faith is invis, and this is really good vision. This could just be an easy double kill right now.
Well, it needs other heroes, that's the problem. Right now, there's really not
and like Ramses
heroes.
They're all
reporting. Sleep is ready for... No, she doesn't have it yet, actually.
Oh, you really want more than this.
Pudge, yeah, they're probably going to kill him, but as you're saying, he like denies himself.
And KP's already, KP died before that in the lane right over there.
Ramses taking her out, insatiable hunger to help that, but Ramses is in a bad spot now. They're going to run him down, he's hiding in the trees, not enough, however. Faith finds the kill.
That ultimate.
On the Shadow Demon, was that the Purge, finishing him off? Yeah, 600 gold going his way because of that kill.
Alrighty, that was pretty damn nice, yeah. But it's on your Shadow Demon. Obviously, it's good either way, but you don't want the 600 gold on him.
Best case scenario, that goes to one of the cores, but yeah, you got the kill. That's what matters.
Okay, so he did go doing phase boots drums on the Omni Knight.
Okay. Yeah, and especially Brood's going the Radiance, and of course you wouldn't expect that then on Omni. More utility most likely. That Lincoln's check for Morphling, 2,200 gold saved up. Only has that Ring of Health currently, so no one making some good progress there. Currently second in the game, just behind his teammate in that Broodmother despite that death. Disruptor going to be lifted up, puts down the kinetic field though, and turns around and runs away. Roger was there for a hook Dismember ready, but can't find the right angle, so instead he goes elsewhere. There's the Sacred Relic, so confirmation that is going to be Divine Rapier.
Yep. Oh, that would actually, I would actually love that. I think that'd be a great pick.
Radiance, obviously.
Yep, provides him if he wants, he can just split push every lane he wants, and then you can come to a team fight. And the problem is, it's so hard to hold Brood down, even without that invis. It feels even worse because you just run along trees. They have no vision of you. It just feels super bad. And the Radiance is just ticking you down. The Spiderlings as well. Like we saw him kill KP bottom, just the Spiderlings. They're doing like 300 damage a second. Crazy.
Nice hook. Of course, he had the vision right there, so
gives a ward.
Easier with that ward. And Faith just going to delay the inevitable with the disruption.
Doesn't steal it.
What did he steal? Purification.
They did ping the ward, so you get a kill on Faith, but you're probably going to lose that ward. It doesn't matter though. You're happy always getting that kill.
Absolutely. And still at the top lane, you have Roger in the area. He's looking for yet another hook, of course, and once again, Dismember ready to go. Middle lane, Morphling continues to pretty much have free farm, it looks like. He gets a creep, unfortunately. You can't find every hook.
Yep.
Fudge will fall back.
It'll be closer. That's the problem. You have Ramses is at the top net worth by about 1,000, then Morphling is the one 1,000 away, and Luna's right there, but I mean, this Naga is still a little bit under-farmed, and Naga can farm, obviously. Split push, you do get that Radiance, and you do eventually find farm, but if all your towers are down when you get that Radiance, that's not going to be good. It's like a Tinker. Like, where do you go?
I know the Na'Vi series earlier against Secret, we mentioned great stacks coming out. I saw that on Newbee's side here in their own jungle, especially for that Luna. It's a matter of getting over to do it. Roger, though, he's lining up. They're just running at each other. I think they realize the numbers on either side. No one takes the Moonbeam, but at what cost? Now the immediate hook on to Luna. He goes down. Guardian Angel going to come in and respond on top of the Static Storm as well. Very offensive Guardian Angel. And they just drop the 3 heroes on the side of Newbee. Ramsey, he's farming bottom. Meanwhile, that looked a little awkward.
It was a 3-on-4 fight. Neither of them knew how close they were because those trees were right there. And then, well, see you later. Roger gets a good hook, and then he places that ward while he was hooking, so he had vision of the other two, and Solo got the glimpse back. Once again, just those little bit of extra plays always pay off.
The GA did seem a little silly hindsight there. I mean, again, they definitely had all the momentum in that fight, but
they didn't know who else.
Exactly. Yeah. Probably thought more was potentially coming, especially that Razor, and that's where it would have been very useful, but in the end, they get 3 kills. Very worth it. Top lane, no one. He's like, get out of here.
He wants this tower. It'll be his Lincoln's if he gets the last hit.
Oh, okay. That makes him more. He's
already morphing. Yeah, he should be fine. We're to find out though.
No GA. Remember, does that repel? He's gonna maybe try to build it up. Waveforms away initially. There was a glimpse back on Moogie off to the side. He's trying to run after them, but kinetic kill makes it difficult. There's a repel TP. They cannot stop. Yes, no, they can. Never mind. They do have an ensnare, so they will stop him. The Wolves comes out. That is right.
Pasha thought the same thing as you. He's like, oh yeah, forgot they do have an ensnare. But the tower, that's actually completely worth it. You sacrifice Pasha for the tower not getting denied. The siege unit actually brings it down, so you have 4 staff now on your Omni, as well as that Lincoln's, but it's a kill. You're 3k down, but you do have the Naga, so you do have that base defense. You have that setup with the fight. And Luna, we've seen Luna has a pretty damn good win rate, I do believe, in this tournament.
Oh, yeah.
It's the big team fighter. Yeah. It's good early, mid, and late game. So I think you just got to find a good time to take Roshan like last game. Like, get a pick off, take Rosh. You get an early Aegis up on your Luna. I think you're in a good spot still, even though you're down 3k.
Love your positivity, Grant, for Newbee and their fans here.
Oh,
what a hook from Roger. That was definitely a little more skill-like and manages to land that one, but it's unfortunately going to mean his death, so one of those situations of, okay, that's great, gets him killed, Eclipse was used.
Yep. And I do like this better from Newbee already, right? Because they did, that's 4 people just to kill a Pudge, right? But the thing is, at least Naga's farming bottom and was split pushing middle with her illusions. By having this Naga, even if you commit 4 people for a kill like that, at least you're still pushing both other lanes. So it's a lot better from Newbee.
There's a stack we were talking about earlier, Moogie. Clean it up. Meanwhile, Broodmother bottom lane has a lot collapsing and including 4 heroes actually. He's dead.
Yep.
That's a kill. First kill on Ramses, I believe. No, it's the second death. That's right. So, but still, they slow down that top net worth farm.
That's just sloppy. Like you know that they just go missing top. Pasha's farming the lane, and you're just standing there bottom with no boots in your web. You're just gonna get picked off.
But again, VP seems like they're paying attention elsewhere, just doing other objectives. Top lane being pushed up by Pasha, middle lane being pushed up by no one, who does have the Link of the course finished. Another 1,200 gold saved up. It is going to be the Ethereal Blade.
But Relic did just get picked up by Naga, so I'm liking this with New. I just like it because they have the Naga who's able to farm jungle and push 2 waves at the same time. You got the 10% mirror image damage as well for the level.
Yeah, you're sold on this Naga side. I mean, the Radiance, as you mentioned, there's the Sacred Relic. It is coming.
It's just a lot better hero than, because last game they're roaming as 4 or 5, but what else are they getting? This time you roam as 4. At least your Naga's farming and keeping waves shoved out in multiple lanes.
So if you're Virtus.Pro, though, knowing that Sacred Relic is purchased, now the Radiance is coming, you want to definitely play extra aggressive.
This is going to be the problem. No one's going to have a quick F blade, and as well, if Solo gets the glimpse ulti on Naga, then your whole team fight just comes apart. Your whole game plan comes apart, and could happen right now even.
Roger looking for a hook, but the illusions make it more difficult, of course.
Oh, he thinks.
Maybe one of those. Like, is it one?
Yeah, and I think he sees how the images are moving. He's like, nah, there's no way one of those is real.
Yeah. And he would be correct, because they are not, so. Not going to go for it. 4 staff on Omni-Knight, meanwhile. Bottom lane, more utility to work with. Looks like actually a Lotus Orb, yeah.
Really good versus Shadow Demon. Super good.
Oh, true.
Like that item counters almost all of his abilities.
Yeah. Definitely a good item to have against him. 20 minutes coming up. There's a smoke play from Newbee. They're going to be exposed though by Solo now. Again, if they kill him, it's good, but goes back to the idea that it unfortunately just a 5 support.
Yeah, and maybe they do see that he placed that ward because he was right there. If they get that counter ward, that's a very good smoke play. But still, can't take Rosh yet. You have to kill someone besides Solo for that.
Razor. We haven't really talked much about him, but BKB's coming along pretty quickly, it feels like, especially with the Yules on top. That we mentioned the Yules before too. This is definitely a fairly popular build, I feel like, on Razor lately. The idea you can stop TPs, also just the movements, just a great synergy item for him as a hero.
It is, and oh, look at this. They get Ramses, looks like it.
They definitely got Ramses. Now they find another pickoff. So Newbee moving as a team. They take the net worth lead even. I mean, the top 2 farmers still belonging on the Radiant side, but as a team right now, Newbee is definitely playing very well together.
Yeah, I really like him. This is the first time they've had the gold lead since that first blood they got, and now they're going to get a tower as well. If they get a kill here, definitely. I was like, if they somehow kill Omni there, they can actually go for Rosh. I bet Pasha would have bought back, so they wouldn't. We know VP. They're not too stingy with their buybacks, but still forcing that would have been nice. Almost a Manta on Luna. She might go for the BKB. I know it's queued up.
We talked about that earlier.
It's queued up, but I think BKB still, just versus Solo alone, feels so good. As well as the you stop the Radiance miss chance as well, which is nice. But I think you just go.
Roger, if he can find it, the 4-staff forward. He needs a blind hook of sorts here, and he just out of range.
Damn.
I thought he had it, but yeah, it just did not go far enough. So she manages to get out.
There it is. Radiance on Naga, sorry.
Wow,
That's the big pickup. 22 minutes. I mean, late, but not that late, especially because you were in the offlane against a Brood. You weren't having the best time, then you went middle, but all you need, you got the Radiance now. You prolong this game a little bit, and you're going to be in a good spot.
Disruptor, he's picked off middle lane, gets a static storm off, maybe not actually. In fact, Faith is the one now in a lot of trouble. He's dead for sure. Ramses comes over to make it happen. Kaka going to be glimpsed back in, and that's very likely, never mind, he has repel, so
nice.
He'll be fine.
There's the Manta.
Morph ability from Morphling here. We saw what already used earlier against the Razor. Do you think that's actually going to be his target?
Wait, to steal that? Yeah, I think it's always going to be the Razor, pretty much. Unless you're on the Rubik or the Naga, you just steal them so you have the lockdown from them themselves. But you always want to steal that Link.
They're attempting Roshan.
You also could do some sort of crazy Luna thing where you keep toggling the aura on your team while you're there. And, it's super weird, but
I did notice that he went the 15-second duration as well for his morph, so that's why I also brought that up. Yeah, level 15 there. That's an illusion.
Got it.
That's a good bait. Illusions are great to have against a hero like Pud, right? Because it's not the longest cooldown, but they think they have to set up the angle and everything. He goes for it to make the big play, and all of a sudden it just dies instantly, and it throws you off a little bit. So.
And that was the Morphling, the one who ensnared it as well. Mirror images, all right.
Okay, yeah, there's a lot of illusions in this game right now.
There is.
All over the place.
This is the big Roche, right? Like, neither team wants to go on, but you can't leave the Roche pit, or else you lose Roche pretty damn quick to either team. Like, Brood takes it super quick with the Medallion. On the other side, Riptide plus anything. We're actually just gonna watch a 5-on-5.
No one split pushing during this. Ramsey's going in. They're going for the quick on to Luna. Luna's just getting low, actually, but so is Broodmother. Broodmother goes out first. Luna actually that's at the same second, really. Roshan still plenty of life. Dismember locking down the Razor with that BKB active Alvarez. Triple C deny onto Pudge, but still he goes down. Morphling in the backlines. Noah does not want to fight this anymore. Maybe he does. Adaptive Strike turns around. However, he gets lifted up. Is not strength just yet. Couldn't get away for him off in time. He's rooted in place. The repel is up, saving him in the end. No one gets away with the wait for him, but he's not the most distant still trying to run the 4-staff the wrong direction. He ends up going down, and Newbee's chasing for more. They already have 3 dead. Probably going to be it. Roshan is looking extra tasty now.
Yeah, well, that's like the perfect place. Your Luna goes down, but that's like the perfect place for a Naga. You just send an illusion up, one up that hill by the shrine and one up by the Ancients like they did that whole time, and you have complete vision of them as well as Radiance on everyone. And see you later, Solo. Yeah, this is... I mean, the Radiance timing on Naga is perfect. That's why I liked once she got that Radiance, you just feel so much better about this entire game, as well as that early BKB by SCC. He got locked down the full time, but who really cares? Broodmother was already dead. He got dismembered, but it's not like he's taking damage from it.
It is crazy how well that fight went. Honestly, when you think about, again, how it started where Luna was picked up. Now, granted, Broodmother basically suicided to make that happen. So
it was a 1-for-1, but that's one team's Radiance going down, right? Like the Brood Radiance is so important in these fights, and you just suicide that away. You do lose the aura from Luna, so... But obviously, a Naga with Radiance is always going to win a 4v4 fight at this point in the game.
Oh, yeah. And that's a lot of gold for SCCC.
Oh, no web.
He's cleaning it up. They can't run over the ledge, as you're mentioning. And he'll definitely like that. So SCCC's had a hell of a game so far. Clearly the BKB coming into play. We're working on this next item. That's a sleep to stop Pasha.
Find him.
I don't think they know where he is exactly. So... yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. Now, he doesn't have a TP because lack of mana. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, no, he didn't repel first.
Oh, he gets caught. You know, even with the repel, they technically had a stopper still.
I think he would have made it, though, because the cast time on the net, that just feels bad. That's a great pickup. What a sleep. They didn't even know where he's at, but he stayed there. He didn't cancel. He just stayed in place. He's like, all right, my team's coming, and that's just a heads-up play right there by KP. No one does get Faith, but, I mean, you're going to expect a lot. That was 441 gold for a Morph, though? I mean, all right, I'll take it for killing Shadow.
I was going to say, does he have the Ethereal Blade? And yes, there's the answer. He does burst him down right there, so.
God, I wish he got treads. I'm not like I don't like the naked brown boots Morphling out, but I mean it's not that big of a deal. It's just it is a big increase in
just saying.
So a lot of BKBs up on the courts. 26 minutes in. Newbee only 1,000 up. You're still against a Morphling, but who knows what happens with Brood? Like it does feel like he falls off at a certain point, even though he has some stuff. And
look at this play for Pudge.
He's just bringing it all the way back.
He's bringing the double tantrum back.
There you go.
I love it. I love it. This is innovation like this is great.
Like,
we haven't seen anything. We never see this hero. First off,
like, well, where's he bring it to though?
Where is it? I am curious. He's like hiding it somewhere. Okay, he's gonna keep it here, I'm guessing, to be like, okay, let's now the Dire team's coming in, so this oh no, this is smoke play. So that double damage is gonna have to be picked up by somebody else. Anyways, Morphling, he gets something off immediately, so he's just popping straight after all of that punch. He's like, okay, I gotta take this as he runs. Ramsey pops his BKB running after the Shadow Demon. He changes targets down to Boogie in his face, but can't really do the most damage. Spider Sting on to Kaka, not gonna finish him though. And SCCC, the BKB has more knockback. Now they're going for Broodmother. The net hits, but a repel comes out from Pasha to keep Ramses alive for now. Pasha, however, different story. He will go down. Ramses still running with not much life to work with. SCCC trying to get up to him. The Naga sleep is also just out of range. The plasma field, and they will connect with the sleep. And down goes Broodmother. 3 hero kills in favor of Newbee. Now no one was elsewhere. Pushing. Oh, he gets stopped actually. He was trying to TP. And now no one could be in trouble as well. More reinforcements coming. Kaka. Yules with the late right there, still trying to live, dodging in the trees, buying time for his teammates maybe? No, they're elsewhere actually. They're trying to kill the Pudge meanwhile. Kaka will eventually fall. They do indeed kill Pudge.
But KP ended up dying there as well. I have no clue how, but he gets, I know he's super low HP, but the Pudge makes
he must have got hooked and so they reacted, yeah.
Still an overall 1 fight from Newbee right there. Losing Naga hurts, but obviously at least Naga can just go back to a lane, push the wave, farm the jungle, be fine. Now no one is getting a little bit scary, obviously. Like Morphling, 6-slotted one of the scariest, especially because you can just stack ability if you want. Yeah, that as well. Of course, first Shadow Demon, it doesn't feel as good, but
you have a Lotus Orb now on top of that from Omni Knight, so it's kind of that kind of play against one another coming out.
That was fun though, just the Pudge hooking the double damage 4 times, and then he just ends up taking. I wonder if Razor even saw it. He probably thought it was like a visual bug because it doesn't have a glow. It's just like a double damage.
It looks like, kind of weird, yeah. And the fact that it's one of those. It's a very cute play. And, I mean, I can see it working. Okay, this is interesting, by the way. You see what Morphling went right there. Yeah. So who is he looking at? Is it
repel himself? Yeah, repel himself or glimpse as well. But I think it's mostly just for the Omni.
So yeah, we're pointing out the level 20 talent, the fact that he can take for ally morph ability.
It's pretty damn good. You see that by Razor, middle lane, Pasha's dead.
Very likely. Lotus Orb reflecting plenty, but it's still not going to be enough. I'm guessing, yeah, the Purge coming out and Pasha eventually run down. Ramsey's trying to split push top lane though, and Newbee doesn't look like they're reacting right now other than the illusions from KP, which is serious with the Radiance Burn, but still.
You see how quickly they take these towers though. Someone's probably going to have to react to this because you don't want to trade like tier 3s right here if you're Newbee. And there you go, there's the TV back.
They're starting to at least some of them. Razor does finish his axe, by the way. Has that taken care of, and is going to use that to try to push out this top lane. The Naga Sleep hits. And Brood has a BKB, so...
And the net, they're just going to wait for the net. No one's still talking about this Ramsey's kill. They get it. So big. Ultis, BKB.
I was going to say, is Ramsey's even going to try to BKB here? Because maybe he can now, getting away. There's a Eels to catch him. They're going to run him down. Oh, wait. That's an unfortunate timing.
And he BKB'd at the very end. So, you know what? Trading a Brood for a Rubik, we'll take that. Yeah. And they got some damage on that middle tier 3 as well, with that Shadow Demon Luna, obviously, bringing it back a little.
Yeah, that's Triple C's had a hell of a game right here. They say that, though. Just remember that not even needed, just the hook in. And that's a 10-kill streak stopper going the way of Morphling. What? Got credit for it. That's 1,000 gold.
Yeah, that
Holy crap.
That was a pretty bad play by the Razor there. He's pushing out by himself. He doesn't have BKB, and they know that, and they just go up there. I think Morphling could have just got that kill solo, too. So it's not like Roger really was a big deal, but they might just push him to the base here unless the Naga can do stuff with this illusion.
I'm literally just saying how Triple C is having a hell of a game, and I was going to also say Newbee still is, but Newbee was up 4th, 5,000 net worth.
He got the hook. He did.
Did he steal the hook?
He got the hook, my friend.
MVP Kaka.
Come on, Roger. That
game's over.
The easiest spell not to get stolen, but no, there we go. No one run them.
Taking over the Shadow Demon, trying to find Faith, but Faith actually disruption hits. Uh-oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he is sure.
Here comes the burst, baby. There you go, mega kill streak for no one now.
Now you're just giving away free kills. No, that's a 500 gold kill for killing a support. Like, this is the one hero you don't like. You don't, okay, Brood gets that kill. What's he gonna use with 500 gold? But you get this Morphling 6 slotted quicker. That is not the best play you can make. And it felt like Newbee was playing perfectly for almost that 10 to like 25 minute mark. They were playing so well, and now just Morphling himself. This is your hard carry, and he's getting all these perfect kills while split pushing waves.
Worth mentioning, BKB is being delivered to Luna here, so she finally gets that item. SCCC, they're making their way to the top lane. Now Rogers here, can he hook? Maybe to save. Ramsey's going away. So no hook needed just yet. At least Roger may sacrifice himself even to keep him alive if necessary.
He eats tome knowledge
here. They're chasing too far. Looks like potentially Lotus Orb put up. They're looking to turn. Insatiable Hunger going to be popped as well as that BKB. Nakasara, but with the BKB, he doesn't care. Obviously, it won't be enough damage for the kill. Yes, it will. And now they're out of the sleep, and they're looking for more. As SCCC BKB activated on him still as he's running the hook. Unfortunately, it's the creep. Try to go for the 4-step hook play. Not going to work right there. There's a shrine nearby, but with Morphling too, they are not going to stick around. You see right there, he took over Omni Knight, and he's at Repel.
You know one of the worst things, Bottom, about that Rubik dying? Like, he never even got to use hook. Like, you steal it. Yeah, it still has it. Okay.
There you go.
Oh, that was Shadow Demon who died.
I was going to say,
that was dumb. Yeah, it still has it. Misses, but...
This is a... Oh my god, no one's low. He's not going to live, though. The strength coming out. The nice disruption on Pacha at the last second. He hasn't his GA just yet, I don't believe. Yeah, he still has it off cooldown, but they keep no one alive, though. So close. Manages to stay alive, though. He takes over to the Shadow Team and puts the disruption up on a target on Mugi. It looks like spotted some illusions. There comes the GA. Pacha will fall, though. And Mugi with that eclipse clears up the illusions quickly and running them out. Nakasiren did buy back for this.
And Razor's Purge takes off the GA right there, so Pacha just drops.
Now, it looks like they're going to get fudged as well. Come on, deny. The W's up. No, it's not going to work.
Get it. So there we go.
So he gets it.
2 kills. Not the biggest kills, obviously. I mean, Morphling's the big kill. They've killed Ramsey a lot. They want to kill that Morphling. You saw they were so close to doing it, but can't quite get it.
And trying to catch him in that Agi, and they sure did right there, but again, just not enough. Broodmother, meanwhile, going to continue to be annoying for Newbee as far as pushing out lanes, and they react to it. But by now, Ramses is gone. He's already ported out, so no one's pushing the bottom lane. I have Scotty's coming out. He went the bots to follow up those 3 initial items. I have Scotty, though, on top of this. Going to be extra bulky. You like the Scotty choice?
Yeah, I do. I think it's like, all you want is stats. It gives you stats damage, right? That's the good thing about Morphling. You get stats, it automatically gives you damage just because of your abilities. And then Nullifier as well was queued up for the Brood, so I think that's gonna be good. You can go on to that. You can kill that Razor so quickly if you nullify before the BKB.
Yeah,
you're just gonna instantly blow him up. Are they going for a kill or are they going for Roche here? Possibly both.
Yeah, they're at least gonna scout out first. Obviously, a pick into a Roshan could make sense, but that pick easier said than done. The Broodmother.
Chicken.
Be a target. Might find a courier kill. No.
Oh, and they ruined your smoke gang foot.
Ramsey's top lane, gonna run away with the webs. The split bottom wave. Pacha's going down here, and he too is gonna be fine. No, maybe not. The purchase connects, and You look at the split push bottom lane. That's the Naga illusions, actually, but they do get the kill on a Pasha. No one making use of the Naga Siren to his fullest.
Looks like Roger might be going
Roger
in
the base.
They have a lot of force stats now in the Radiant.
Oh, Faith. Yep. He actually TP's out, but they glimpse back as
That was sick. The Shadow Demon used his illusions to block the hook.
Oh, okay.
That was sick.
How about this play from Morphling? He puts the static link up. He's going for it. Only 42 damage stolen, but cannot connect. However, Ramsey's running down Rubik, catches up to him. That Nullifier coming out. There's a glimpse back. I'm guessing that's Razor. Yes, they bring it back in. That's going to be another kill. This one on a big targeted Razor. And another kill from no one coming out on him. Another 400 gold going his way. That's probably Roshan.
Yeah, that was still a sick play by the Shadow, even though blocking the hook with the Pudge illusions. But now you get the fresh Nullifier and Ramsey's. He used it on the Rubik, not like it really mattered right there. Can't force staff or Yules, obviously. But now you're just going to get Roshan. VP's back in the lead. This is just no one. No, this is the no one show right now, as well as Roger with some big hooks. But
is it just me, or not against Moogie by any means, but Luna has felt a little underwhelming this game?
I haven't seen her in the last couple of fights.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing, right? We just haven't seen it. It feels like it's been SCC, BKB runs in, and they try to get stuff done. Even the Naga's been with them. I just haven't seen the Luna at all, which I think she does need to farm, right? If you have a late game Naga, Razor, Shadow Demon, and Luna, you're going to be in a good spot, but you're losing a lot of key fights, and now you're 2k down Cheese and Aegis.
Well, tier 2 mid tower definitely going to fall right here. Back doors up for now, but it doesn't really matter. He doesn't care. He goes right through it, of course, at the Ice Scotty you mentioned, again, the Aegis and the Cheese. But you are right. I mean, with the Luna already, but yeah, Naga Siren, that's getting farmed. The Shadow Demon illusions, but no one continues to make plays. Going for the pick off on a Moogie. Will it be enough damage to the glaives and everything? No. Gets out with the BKB activation and manages to live. But you can just tell.
Some more hook plays.
Okay, is he really going to do it again? I mean, we saw him last time, but he is. You know what?
Morphling is bottom. Now he is. All right, let's do it.
They're going to save it. Again, the idea was that they would save it somewhere, I'm guessing.
I guess, but what are you saving it for?
For the eventual push? Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I do like it. You don't give it to anyone and you're not wasting it.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
yeah.
Like, you have to pick it up. You have to now pick it up closer to your base. You want to use it to, like, push the base, but now you're picking it up in your base.
That's true, actually.
He does have boots of travel on Morph, though, so maybe that's the play. And it looks like...
Well, it's sitting there for now.
Well, yeah.
Morphling is nearby.
We see it on the minimap, at least, so we'll keep tabs, don't worry.
Thank God it updates on the minimap.
Yeah. It used to not, so yeah, goodness it does.
Spiders, there you go. He's looking at it. He's going to destroy it.
I would actually laugh. He just does. He just attacks it. Whoa, whatever.
Well, so much for all that effort.
The old VP. Level 25 more.
They find SCCC. BKB is activated, but so much right click coming out. The sleep wouldn't even matter. He puts in that attempt.
Nice.
And he's going to be disrupted, so SCCC manages to lift. Can Roger land the hook? That'd be insane. He's not going to, though. He goes forward, he gets four-stat forward, but they don't want to fight him, obviously. It's a bait all along. He just goes for the random hook. That's not going to hit, but they keep Razor alive, but, I mean, that has to be a 5-second BKB now.
Yeah, still a nice play by KP there. I think they were trying to bait out the sleep. You bait out the sleep, every team fight's going to go in your favor, but luckily he just throws out the net and they get out with no one dying.
Razor is trying to build a heart. Not an item we see a lot on Razors necessarily, but we can tell how.
We did see it the last time, yesterday as well. I mean,
did we? Okay.
I mean, last game. He went versus the Life Stealer, which I was like,
oh, that's right. You did bring up that point. So maybe it is an SCCC special.
I think it is better, yeah. It's a lot better not versus Life Stealer, but still, I think just armor this game is going to be better, but I guess the shotgun morph is the big problem this game. Disruptor solo with an Aghanim.
Wow,
man, this is some of the most farm I've seen from him this tournament, at least.
Ag's Disruptor is so good, too. The fact that it's upside and everything, but he's going to be lifted back in. It repels, but up, he even stays alive. Broodmother, though, can't even freaking move. She gets a GA to save initially, but she'll go down in the end, so Brood's dead. Buyback from Disruptor right away. No one, he's figuring out what he wants to do.
Yeah, I'm not going in.
Kind of a funky initiation choice there from Virtus.Pro.
Yeah, it was. I like this. So he nullifies the Razor so he can't BKB, and he BKBs himself, and then you just get netted. Like KP with these nets, he's been clutch the whole time, just saving his Razor.
But it goes back to Virtus.Pro. This essentially is kind of a 4-1 strategy. Broodmother, yes, she can do damage, but as you see right there, I mean, they're not relying on her to be this big damage dealer. It really is on the Morphling and in the hands of no one at this point.
See, Solo already bought back as well. Just casual buyback. Sure, why not? Make it so they can't push.
But yeah, that Ags, it's Disruptor, a hero that can struggle quite a bit to, of course, get effective farm for something like an Ags, but if he manages to get one, as he does here, again, the muting effect, I believe, you know, it does buff up other things about it as well, so, but that mute is no doubt the biggest thing.
But there you go. You talked about the Luna in there. He's going to be pretty much 5 slotted once he gets that Satanic, and then maybe you go Hurricane Pike, maybe you actually just get rid of the Dragon Lance, get something else. We'll see. It's going to be 6 slot versus 6 slot, Morph versus Luna.
Morph? I love watching it because when this whole change happened to Morphling in the first with the Morph ability, that I've always thought to myself, you know, the ceiling, the skill cap of this hero definitely went up quite a bit. The idea of like what you can really do with it in so many different games.
Don't say that to one positions. They thought the skill cap was in their farming, like their timings. Position 1 players always agree, my timings are important, how fast can I farm items, and when Morphling got changed, I think technically the skill cap went up, but just don't tell it to like Arteezy's and
all right, so they're not a lot. Yeah, we're fine. But no, it goes back to the idea that I've been so impressed watching him play, just like I was with Miracle earlier, to be fair, for Team Liquid. But especially no one here, he's literally morphed into like 5 or 6 different heroes this game. And being able to, you know, just be on the spot, not only morphing into certain heroes, but using their abilities appropriately at any given time. It's been impressive to watch. And he has a BKB now, by the way.
Yes, I love the 52 armor, just fully morphed agility, just 52 armor, as well as stats he has.
Jeez.
And yeah, Morphling, the Aegis does go away, just puts the BKB in. I think they probably, you don't just want to take a straight 5-on-5, obviously. I don't think either team truly wants to, but you find that initial pick off away from towers, anywhere people can TP to, and you'd be happy with that. And that's the key of Dota, finding a pick off, pushing a tower. And the goal of Dota for a long time.
Oh, more BKBs coming out. Hell, Pudge even has one now.
Oh, wait till that level 25. He is going to have some HP. He already has 3.4k HP.
13 charges there.
Yeah.
The Flesh Heap. He had a kill for a minute. Oh, you see right. +3 multi-shot adaptive strike coming out for Morphling. Luna hasn't got one yet.
Yep, I mean, more than likely you're going to get the life steal. Maybe not with Satanic, though. I still think you do.
What is the other one?
The Lucent Beam mini stun, which could be good, but not versus BKBs, right? Like you're casting this to kill like supports, not really in team fights per se, because everyone's just gonna have those BKBs up. Yeah, there's the life steal. I was about to say, I don't think you ever would take the mini stun unless you're just having fun or something. I actually can't see like a serious time you'd get that.
Get that axe build on.
But then you just do so much damage anyways, like whatever. They're gonna die before the stuns happen. Whoa.
Yeah, there it is. Just him farming. Pushing out. There you go, the 25% life steal, sure enough, picked up by Luna. So it's the pace of this game is definitely slowed down a lot. Both teams, obviously another Roshan, of course, is going to be very important. It would be the 3rd Roshan, Refresher Shard, yada yada. Visions going up around that area. It seems like we're going to definitely evolve to that now.
It feels like it's either going to be on Roger on the Radiant side to get a crazy hook, or it's going to be on this Rubik to just do something crazy. I know it's in the late game, but it still feels like the supports are going to have the biggest impact in this game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, blinks away in time. Point dagger value.
But it's just going to go back in.
He's going in. He's going to burst on the Shadow Demon off the bat. Ramsey's thinking about following it up. He's over the Glimmer Cape, and he's good for now. You see the sleep, and they want to run, but it glimpses back on somebody. That looks like it's Nagasar. They can't drop. Meanwhile, the backline's going after Mookie. Maybe not the best choice, although he's beefy. Dismember on top, and there's a GA defense. And Roger's staying alive throughout all this. And now he's going to be muted up with an Nullfire. He goes down. No one right-clicking for so much. Mookie with the BKB still active. It's going to be wearing off soon. That Satanic heal. Isn't enough. The Eclipse popping around. That's going to be wearing off shortly, as is the BKB. See, he stayed there for the time being. He has a buyback, choosing not to use it. Meanwhile, Nagasiren did. Mookie getting low. The Eclipse on back from Solo, and that should do it for the kill. Shadow Demon at the last second with the disruption. Just to lay the inevitable. It feels like, or is it? Yes, Mookie goes down. No one. He's locked down though by the Meteor's Ton. However, he is going to heal up and be fine for now. The Lotus Orb coming out to purge, and he's on the run. Those adaptive strikes flying out will push them back, and no one makes the escape. Pops the Shrine.
I think they should be aware that Luna doesn't have... I don't know what you can do with this because Roche doesn't have, but they should be aware Luna doesn't have buyback. Like, seeing the farm on the map and that she just purchased that Satanic, they might have some kind of clue that she doesn't have buyback. But still, what can you do? All their lanes are pushed in because
they would have to, like, buyback Broodmother to do that, so...
Yeah.
Probably not, but...
buyback on Naga, so yeah, you get one more kill in this Naga, and that's going to be for sure a free Roche when it's back up. There's a double damage top. We'll see what they want to do with that, if anyone sees it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the thing, right? I love what the Pudge did. He blinked to the backside while they were killing that Naga. It was a smart play. Even if Pudge goes down, he locked down the Luna long enough where the rest of the team could finally catch up to him.
Double damage rune at the top right there. Pudge is dead, though, so no hooking runes coming into play, but Omni Knight's camping it. He'll probably pick it up here.
Oh, no, Kaka?
No, that's okay. The attack actually.
Not like him getting it means anything. The deny wouldn't matter.
That's a good point. Hoping to save it for the Morphling, ideally, but
that'd be nice. See, Pudge actually would have loved that right there. You actually wish the Pudge would have been able to pull it back now. The one time,
being dead.
Yeah, the one time he couldn't.
Yeah, this is something though. You know, it's who would have thought Morphling's a hero? That's against all these illusion heroes. It's taking over Naga Siren constantly, spawning his own illusions. It's illusion made us back, baby. I don't know to be excited or not though.
I mean, I'm sure Kyle's taking a nap right now, but you know, whatever. And now he's saving for the buyback on the Razor, could purchase the Heart, but you look at that net. I mean, the highest net worth lead was only 5,000 gold for VP, which was just recently. Like,
it's been close.
It felt like Newbee had a pretty strong hold on this game at about 25 minutes in, but this Morphling is just doing so much.
I think the point about the buyback, so 5.5 minutes right now for KP. If he dies, that's a huge opening, of course, for Virtus.Pro. And they will most certainly look to take advantage of that. So you have a Broodmother that's level 25 now as well. Not very familiar with the talent, so I'm sure we'll see here shortly, though, what she went for. But she does have the Orchid queued up to go along with the Bloodthorn. Yep. Razor, there you go, the Unstable Current.
I guess versus Omni. It's really good. I rarely see that one, like very rarely, I guess, versus Omni. Just
the other one's attack range?
No, 100 attack speed. That is a lot of attack speed, too. Like, that is nothing to snuff at.
Roger.
Did he steal it again?
Hook. He did. Rubik Kaka, the counter hook. Unfortunately, it's a spider.
Roger, twice in one game. Yeah. Oh, boy. And now you have a hook on both teams. Both teams have a chance to just get these free pickoffs with it, especially with Roche. This is the worst time to give away a hook too. Roche just spawned.
That's a level 3 Roche. By the way, that Naga Siren, you see that Meteor Hammer? We saw that come into play last fight. Almost helped kill the Morphling.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go down because of it.
Does have a Scythe now, though. That's another great lockdown tool, of course. Again, you cannot dispel it anymore. So does a Lotus Orb, so.
Brood as well. Brood's going for the sheep stick, too.
Brood. He's running into the trees like, thought he had a weapon. Oh, Hook's missing all over the place from both Rubik and Pudge. Rubik will blink away. No one, though, he's finding target. Shadow Demon, that target. The Ethereal Blade on him. Going to put himself under initially. No one. Pops on Shadow Demon. Lincoln's was popped on him. He has his BKB activated. Hook coming out for Kaka again. Pulls solo forward. Lotus Orb is up, though. And they get the dismember on Naga. It looks like that's going to be the tag. Remember, the mute's up. Taggles Naga for 100 seconds. They absolutely know that they all have all 5 alive. And Virtus.Pro going to look to push down middle lane. Shadow Demon will buy back. But again, Naga staying down for a minute and a half plus.
They bait out the BKB for Mugi, though. And the hook. Roger
C. He's in trouble now. No dismember follow-up, though. He gets his BKB up, and he'll just run. Obviously, Newbee's not looking to take the fight right here. They would rather retreat, as they eventually do. But if you're Virtus.Pro now, I mean, you go for the third Roshan, right?
Yeah. Almost guaranteed. Maybe before, if you already have a rack, maybe you go for a second or third, but the fact you don't have any, you just pick up this Roche, and then you could possibly just push if you want. They know both. They know Naga, just die back. They know both BKBs are down on the cores.
Yeah.
Should be a pretty damn free Roche. Let's go with Butterfly. All right.
Do you give an Aegis to Morphling here? Or do you give it to...
you give it to the Morphling,
I guess,
sure.
Yeah. Who else do you give it to then other than maybe the Brood?
Because it's going to be a refresher shard for the Omni. What a hook. Oh, no, but it's... Okay.
That was interesting interaction. I mean, it still does go all the way to that. Yeah, that looked funky, though. He jumps in, though. They go once again for Razor. Remember, that would be a dieback on him, too. They're trying to fight this 4 versus 5. That's Disruptor did actually buy back. Has Triple C holding his ground. They lock down Mugi, though. In the meantime, Mugi's dead for 100. He does have a buyback. He's going to use it immediately, of course. That's Triple C, though. He does not. He will die here. Oh, he does. Excuse me. I thought he did buy back earlier. So he does buy back there. Faith will go down. He for sure stayed dead for 2 minutes. Mugi just bought back. Remember, the hook is going to miss, though. Trying to keep his range. So he tried to get back in time, but the glimpse connects. Nope. Off to BKB for it. Will survive, but now with the BKB down especially, Virtus.Pro, no doubt. Again, do they push here, or do they maybe go back and finish Roshan?
I think you still just go back and get it, because it's a refresher shard for your Omni. Like, it's not just the... I think that's more important than the Aegis right now. We're going to find out. He's going to go heal. Maybe you just don't do it. Whatever. None of the cores are... It feels like all their BKBs are down. You know they don't have buybacks now, but they're still a little bit nervous to take it. Naga can scout him out, obviously, with these illusions, which is nice. Oh, you want to give that to the Morph, but he'll just get denied again.
Got it. Well played there by Naga Siren at least.
And now all Aether Lens. Give me that longer range hook.
Yeah.
Even Butterfly up on Morph. Maybe you did. I don't even think he has room now for the Aegis.
I mean, obviously full slotted Morphling here. I mean, you can maybe give to the Omni Knight, like as a backup for him if he happens to get picked off for whatever reason. So
I think you're fine not giving it to Morph just for the one part that he has buyback and Boots of Travel. So he pretty much has a costing Aegis. No, just takes it anyways.
I do. Just to be extra safe there. Heart is picked up by SCCC. So he obviously has no buyback now.
So
I know that for sure.
Might as well just take it. 3.5k HP doesn't even feel like that much. Obviously, if they've just been nullifying him every time before he gets BKB, and he just gets right-click down. There's the Sheep Stick as well on Ramses.
And Omni Knight does pick up the Refresher. Now that's the obvious side on him.
Yeah. Unless you want double hook or something, which you don't.
Double rot. Yeah. So yeah, going on Omni Knight there. Luna, getting her own Butterfly. She too is fully slotted. Well, actually not really. She has a Dragon Lance still. So
I still love this gold lead.
Pike.
The kill lead's 30-29 in favor of Newbee, but it's 17,000 gold in favor of VP. This is true. No one's just played out of his mind.
He has. The second time we've seen a very impressive Morphling performance to carry their team to victory. Again, Miracle on Liquid earlier, doing the same thing. No one now for Virtus.Pro.
He has 8.4k with an Eye of Scotty in his backpack.
Moonshard? He doesn't have one yet, does he?
No. Really get that.
That's eventually coming, no doubt. Ags is being finished on Omni Knight in about 1,000 gold, it looks like. So that's another tool for Virtus.Pro to take advantage of.
2 ultis while you could just be standing in base if you want. You really could just be in base, which we've seen before.
We saw him go AFK last game, so it's good to do this game too.
I love that he has Boots of Travel, so he actually could just stand in base, because you do need the repel in fights. You can't stand that far back, because you need the repel on some of your people. Obviously, the Morphling can just, morph you and do it himself, which is nice, but they have 2 repels, one on no one, as well as one on this Brood. Feels pretty good. 3-second repel duration, too.
He went that talent, level 25. Jeez.
Be good. Now they might just push. I mean, you can just, no one can suicide on one of these people who buy back. Like, that's what you want. With that Aegis, he has 3 lives. He comes back alive from that. He can also buy back and TP with his Boots of Travel. Pretty much he has 3 lives to kill one of these dieback people.
I love that. He got repelled from Omni there. He took over Omni though, so he has another repel for himself after it wears off.
Yep.
And there you go. He's going to heal repel, and then he's going back in. So remember, he has the Aegis worst case. They're getting him locked down here with the ensnare, so he could be getting low, but shifting to that strength. But like you're just saying, they don't want to overcommit to this now. The adapter strike pushback, and no one will just simply wait for him out. There, so
come easy, go.
They can kind of rinse and repeat that. It feels like really. It's the double repel, Lotus Orb, shifting right there. It's a little low.
Roger, where is he? Just earn this guy, super earn this Morphling up, and he's good to go. This Haste Rune.
You know what? What? You mentioned the super, the Spirit Vessel. Where's the Spirit Vessel here on the dire side?
That's actually a very good question. I was talking about it on Roger, but not versus a Morphling against him, I guess.
I mean, there's a lot of reasons to get a Spirit Vessel this game that I think about it. And unless we're missing it, I don't think they have one.
On either team, I don't think, but Pudge is going for the Ags. All right, I'm hyped for that. So he has the Aether Lens plus the Ags now, which means it's like 4-second hook cooldown, I believe. Roger's just going to be throwing him out like crazy. I mean, he already has been, but
he's blinking around, looking for something. Looking to find an initiation. Ramsey is, of course, following suit. Now, there's been so much attention on Morphling for great reason, but yeah, you still have a Brood that is also maxed out now. Even with that Aether Lens, just not enough range.
Shadowed even Ags now, so you get multiple of your ulti, which is very nice.
3 charges.
There you go. That's gonna be big for this first fight.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Morphling. There's a repel. Here are the reflections. You see the tier 3. It's dying.
Nice net dodge with the waveform.
Going back in, Ramsey split push in the top lane. So now goes. Of course, Newbee can't counter push quite effectively. Luna especially. She's good at that. Of course, there's Naga Siren, but Zelenda pushed up. The Rubik gets hooked in. Dismember the waveform. The yields will save him initially. The sleep comes out with the BKB. Kaka definitely dying right here. He's dead for 90. No buyback. The root though More flicking it low, the break effect's even up. Don't really know if that's going to do the most, and it might be enough for the kill in the end. No, he goes back in, but he dodged the Guardian Angel, actually, from his teammate. Eclipse bouncing around. He's going to be coming back up with the Aegis, but they do lose Ramsey in the midst of the fight, and no one looks like he's in the mode of maybe retreating. Moogie, there's the adaptive strike pushback. He's going to go for the TP play, and it's going to not work. It's caught by the Yules. Here's an opening for Newbee now. No one is going to fall, most certainly. And that's a 10-kill streak stopper going the way of Escalating. And Newbee, well, they'll leave. They're done.
Elisa, yeah. Well, Elisa was right after they won a fight. That's good. Or else this could be some real tense stuff happening. But luckily, the fight is already won. And well, see you later, everyone.
That's a really good point. Yeah. You know, not to jinx anything,
terrible,
but could you imagine if that happens as the fight was breaking out right there? But yeah, they did get the kill, and then it happened at least.
I think it's crazy, right? Like, we thought Roger hit a really nice hook that initiated the fight because they got the quick kill on the Rubik, but who cares? It's just a Rubik.
That's a bit of all.
So they end up starting a fight that they just can't finish. And that was mostly because Morph did have the Aegis, but he morphed so much strength before he died. When he came back alive, he was just kind of useless. And he already used his BKB as well. Pardon me.
I guess we are seeing the weakness, though, of maybe Virtus.Pro's lineup, right? Where the idea of them pushing into the base is clearly proving to be an issue.
Yeah, versus Rubik as well as the Radiance and stuff. Yeah, exactly. And you only have the morph. Like Brood, he can't hit a tower. What does Brood do now? We're at 54 minutes in.
Yeah.
He's a Brood. Second most net worth, probably lowest impact on his team, honestly.
Yeah, do they really? I was thinking, like, there's a couple of items that come to mind for helping the Siege. You know, the AC, the Desolator itself. Yeah. Neither one of those here on this Radiant side. Is that maybe something you're thinking about if you're Brood? One of those two items at least?
I don't think. Like, maybe the Assault Cuirass would be nice, but like Desolator, I mean, you're never going to be able to hit a tower or anything. So I think Assault Cuirass is fine, but at this point, even with that Sheep Stick, he doesn't feel like a hero now. It's 54 minutes in. You're a Brood mother. I mean, Ramsey, I can assure you Ramsey isn't having fun anymore. Like, he's probably having fun for like the first 30 minutes. Like, I love playing Brood. I love just annoying everyone. Now it's like, what can I do?
Why did I pick this hero?
Yeah, what can I do? It's just the no one show. Roger getting some nice hooks, but that hook just led into their team fight loss. So
yeah, it's again, we'd have to go back here to see for sure. But okay, well, we actually got a replay for you guys of although this is the hook coming out, and Rubik again, it gets hooked in. But like you're saying, it's almost like a blessing in disguise for Newbee.
Yeah, he BKB and repels during that, and it just doesn't feel that good. You see, he's morphing full strength, so when he comes back alive with that Aegis, it just doesn't feel that good.
There's a Hex on the back lines too, is on Disruptor even it looks, and they could lose Pudge. That Eclipse doing a lot of the Glaives bouncing around. Eye of the Storm running out from SCC, so clearly very, very powerful fight for Newbee. And again, how does Virtus.Pro really break that now as we're in this pause? At least they get time to talk it over, I guess. But
yeah, I don't know if they can. As well as Ramses, you saw his Sheep Stick. When he died, it wasn't on cooldown. He just didn't use it because he wants to use it on one of the cores, but you can't. They're BKB'd.
Okay, it looks like they were able to return again. It was a little worried there as they're reconnecting and then disconnecting again.
This is crazy because Faith still, I mean, Moogie still has an item slot. Like, I'm pretty sure you don't get a Hurricane Pike here. You just go something else for that Dragon Lance. I'm trying to think what Scotty isn't bad, or you maybe just go, or Divine Rapier even.
Divine Rapier
isn't the worst, especially with Faith on your team on that Shadow Demon.
As we stressed many times before, you have a Luna, you have a Shadow. This is an insane push team.
Rolf, my favorite character from Ed, Edd n Eddy, but yeah.
Great show, by the way.
And this is now a 7K lead on VP only.
Yeah,
and that's before the Brood.
15,000 plus.
Because Brood's going to have to buy back. It's going to be down to about 4K lead. And what can you do? Can you really defend against this? Roger with the white flag.
Is that a concede? Does that happen? Is that how this works?
I don't know. Do we have any French people here?
So Morphling just bought back, obviously, as this pause hit, as did Pudge recently. So does Brood also buy back here on
you have to. You're gonna lose your base if you don't. Yeah. You still obviously have an ulti from the Omni Knight. You see them chilling. Let's see. Not many smiles. Some grins, but not much. And now You know, honestly, maybe Newbee's not... I mean, they're probably a little distraught that they're getting disconnected, but this is free time to discuss. Like, it's not terrible for them. I'm sure they're discussing, like...
Oh, I almost think Virtus.Pro is, you know, you could argue is a little...
team, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little worse off right now because they're the ones, like, they just lost a huge fight. They're clearly having issues breaking the base. Yep. Yes, they technically still have the lead net worth-wise, but... You have a Luna right now pushing your base nearly full slotted with the assistance of an Axe Razor. Like, this is going to be huge to see what happens coming out of this.
If you like seeing this, you can actually go watch this and the game. You can still hear us if you want. EpicLive.gg. It is nice. Like, you could watch this. Cool, if you want to see, like, VP win a team fight and just start... Ramsey might just start dancing on his chair. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone's jumped on the table yet to start dancing or anything like that.
No, that's why the computers... That's why they disconnected. They started tap dancing on the internet cord.
Done that, Newbie. They were so excited about the fight victory.
Yeah, I think Brood has to buy... I mean, what does Brood do after he buys back? I'm not really sure, but he has to do it. I think the biggest thing is the BKBs are still on cooldown from Newbee, so maybe the Brood has Blink and Sheepstick. If he just finds somebody like Moogie in the backlines and you bring him down super quick, I think that's your best chance. I think he has to buy back instant Hex on one of the cores. That's like your one big play.
Yeah. Goal in right there now. Again, as far as the series is concerned, it is a 1-0 lead right now for Virtus.Pro, so
it's not over. Even if
worst case, they go to a game 3, but still, you would definitely love to end this right now. Of course, if you're them.
There we see that. Now we see some smile there finally. Yeah.
Again, I mean, no doubt VP overall. Again, they're competitors and everything, but as we've stressed about this event, it's pretty obvious. You know, they're also one of the more chiller teams as far as they kind of just have fun.
Yeah.
As well, they trust each other so much. You know that everyone's a very confident and great player. Kyle making the great point right there, I think, too, on the panel before this game, at least, where every player, you know, you can make a very strong argument that they're like a top 3 player at their position. On top of that,
no one's gonna argue that ever. Well, I hope not. Maybe some dumbos, but not us.
There'll be plenty of people out there that argue that. Let's be honest, but they're wrong. Yeah,
they are. I still think you just instant buyback on the Brood after the pause. You go for the Blink Sheep, and you just hope you can lock someone down with that. Because you have Blink Sheep and Nullifier. So you Sheep maybe Moogie, you Nullify and kill SCC. I actually think that's your best play right here if you're VP.
It's kind of interesting what you're doing right now, Grant, because obviously you got to expect the players are doing a similar thing where when you have a pause like this going into what's a very big fight, you really get the chance to sit here and break down, all right, how should we initiate? You know, where in pretty much every other game, of course, you just the fight just kind of happens, right? I'm sure you have an idea going into it, but it's different to kind of react in the moment. But yeah, it's interesting having the chance here.
We're gonna have an unpause, and then 5 seconds later, it's gonna be complete chaos.
Well, I've also seen plenty of pauses though when this happens, where you think all that's gonna happen, and then they're just like. They just simply walk away from each other.
Just get out of there.
But almost like a mutual agreement. But yeah, I feel they know the Broodmother buyback is coming, so honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they do. I really wouldn't. I think that'd
be smart. You see the Brood buyback. If you're Newbie, I think you just back up after that.
Yeah.
Maybe get the tier 3. I think you can still burst that down quick enough.
Fortification was up, but it's got to be run off soon. You're right.
You want to know something, Breaky?
What's up?
If people were watching before, did you know that Navi just upset Secret?
Did they?
Yeah, so they did. In case people are missing, because that was a pretty crazy upset.
That's good to bring up. I know. Yeah, people obviously it's longer days here, so people tuning in to different times, so maybe missed that.
Yep, and Techie's still 0% win rate, which you see on the ticker on the bottom, which is great. But yeah, Z freaking Yapzor. Some people consider them some of the best 4s in the world.
Well, it's funny because it was Gods. To be fair, I'll take half credit for it. I was actually I literally asked Gods the question the first night when we got here of like, who does he think is going to be the first player to play Techies? And then he sure enough tweeted like a couple hours later with a poll and everything on his tweet. Anyways, the list was we're going actually so we don't care about that anymore.
And they backed out.
The Crimson Guard kinda they're still there. No buyback yet on Brood.
I think you really want to force his buyback on Brood.
Well, they're sticking around. They're hoping. That adaptive strike, by the way, that's an interesting idea that he picked it up, and we're seeing it come into play, though.
Yeah, you're going to see him hook in, try to
illusions.
They're going to get the tier 3, and then I think you just back out here.
On the friendliest spot.
Yep, you're going to probably see a glimpse into a BKB. Oh, nice glimmer.
But it's not going to hit.
Damn. Now they did move the Refresher Shard to Disruptor, by the way, off of the Omni Knight. So I'm curious, you go for a double ulti on Disruptor. Not too bad with that Aghanims.
Oh, true, yeah, having the mutant effect now.
Yep. I really like that play by Newbee, though. I think that was the best. You just get the tier 3. You can't force the buyback, which is a little unfortunate if you're Newbee, but now you can go clear out the shrines, and next Roshan, they're not going to have a shrine there, probably.
The Brood bought back, Pudge bought back.
Brood is going
buybacks now.
Brood is going for the Assault Cuirass. I think that's the only item he can get, really. Like, the only impactful item he can get that helps his team.
You're welcome, Virtus.Pro.
Yep. Thank you, and, well, we're just going to see the old school.
This is going to happen now.
He has the Shadow Demon level 25 talent where you get multiple of your Q, yeah.
You see it getting that adaptive strike, but it still needs a bit of auto attacks to actually clear them out from the Morphling.
There you go. There's the Shrine going down. So Newbee, they're 6K gold down, but they're up. They are definitely up right now. They kill that Shrine. They're going to be able to take the next Roshan if it comes up. No buyback on Morphling is going to be the biggest thing. You see the nose on the buyback status right there. All of Dire has it, and they have the gold to do it.
Yeah, the position of the lanes right now definitely tells you that Newbee's ahead.
Yeah, I don't know what you do, because you want your Morphling to still split push and push these waves out, but what if he just dies with no buyback? You just instantly lose the game. If Morphling dies at any time in the next, 6 minutes, they just lose the game.
Roshan, once again, looking pretty tasty. He's going to be potentially respawning any second now. We'll get an idea on the timer here very shortly, but...
I like Newbee just puts the chicken inside of there. Or he's going to command anyone there. We'll see. Not there.
This is a really long respawn.
2, it is. So, bad for Newbee, but still, I mean, 5 minutes for the buybacks on him, not the worst. And there we go. This is going to be some sort of crazy play, maybe. I think VP knows. They're like, well, we have nowhere to go but down.
Rubik, can you hook him maybe? No, it's not even going to try for it.
I saw the rot that time. Don't worry, Roger.
Got it. Morphin, then BKB Dismember. They're going to go on to Rubik. Disruption comes out solo. Missing the Static Storm on everything. He does it a refresher, remember.
Nice play.
Gonna zone them out, and yeah, Rubik even stays alive, so.
Shadow even puts him under and just blinks out immediately after because can't hook.
Oh, he does still a hook right there.
Oh, Roger, I just praised you.
Yules, he's gonna get caught as a result. Oh, put the hook! Pudge Wars, baby. Disruptor the movie, but another hook from Kaka will finish the job. It's about his mine, it's mine. And finally gets the kill. Now buyback immediately. Broodmother, meanwhile, gets picked off during that as well. They caught him in the back line, so he buys back immediately, knowing that Newbee's pushing now, or that was the idea at least.
Think Newbee, yeah. You cause the buyback, which means, you know, even if Roche spawns late, which it will. Oh, wait up, Roger.
We got another hook. Faith, nope. There's a sleep though from KP. The counter hook, that doesn't work when they're slept. Faith, kinetic field still keeping him in place. Finally, we'll be able to blink away. They want to chase though. Morphling does lays the Hex going out. Ananaga looks like the link come from no one. The counter link though, they're losing, gaining damage. I think he's definitely behind right now with the Morphling, so he has attack.
Oh
no.
But still, yeah, you see the steal. Morphling is definitely behind. About 120 damage right there. Ramsey just bought back. He's already used his nullifier as well as Sheep. VP just has to run. If Morphling does die right here, I don't think he will. He has waveform up in 1 second. Hashtag help. If Morphling does die here, the game's just over. I'm sure VP, if they just see him die, they'll just get to instantly call good game. How is Naga not level 25?
That's a good
level
point,
20. I mean, he's just been split pushing, standing. But yeah, that's the thing, right? You just have to, you know, split push out with your Naga Sirens, and you're good. Not like any of those are that good. 30% evasion's nice, but it's not going to make that big of a thing.
And Rubik's almost there too.
That's going to be nice. The 75% spell amp with the stolen hook, that's going to be nasty. And here you see a little bit of ping
Here's
pong.
the hook play.
Yeah. One miss.
Here's the Yules. He gets hooked by Kaka. The hook back from Roger.
And then you think, all right, he might be okay.
Like, okay, he's fine. Nope, Kaka's got another hook. Yeah, because he has the axe himself, so it's a very short cooldown. And then eventually Roger lands another one shortly after the replay. So they're reconnecting back in.
Yep. This is tense. It feels like this is Newbee's game to lose now, right? I don't think VP ever, it wasn't ever their game truly to win, just because you have the Brood and they made it to the late game. But now Newbee, they're like, okay, if we kill the Morphling, we win. Simple as that. That's all it takes. They don't have sleep anymore, which is a little bit stressful if you're on Newbee's side. You don't have that refresh anymore because of that. Thinking about it as well. I wonder if those 2 stars above the Newbee logo means on his jacket. Or is that just part of the logo? I don't think it is.
I think it's... Is it their TI results?
They've won twice.
No, it's one's gold and one's silver.
Oh, okay. Maybe. Oh, that's
so.
Damn. Did you actually know that, or were you just thinking that?
I'm just thinking that.
That's
honestly.
Actually pretty smart. Wait, when did they get second?
I don't know.
Wait a minute. I was like, well, that's my wait a minute. That wasn't them. I don't think they ever did that. They finished second in our hearts. That's what matters. I was like, wait a minute. Am I getting...
Well, they got second this last year.
Yeah. What? They didn't. Newbee?
Grant.
Come on.
They got second to Liquid.
Yeah, I know. Are you sure? It wasn't LGD or LFY? Frank, I don't know what's going on with you, but VP, they're just laughing as well. Now, I like how they put the names on the front of their jersey as well. Most people put it on the back, but no one wants to stare at the back sides. Well, maybe. I don't know.
It's good information.
What am I saying?
I agree.
Yeah. So, I'm just trying to think, does Newbee just back out right now, or do they just fully commit on no one? Because they have all their buybacks, right? And most of them do have boots of travel. Do you just fully commit? Do you suicide your cores just to kill no one because you have buybacks? I think that might actually be the play. I think if you're Newbee, you just go all in on killing this Morphling, as well as the Brood. If you kill both of them, neither have buybacks, your whole team, it doesn't matter if either of your two cores die. You just buy back and TP back in. Oh,
Ramses, he's never going to be pissed. Or, I mean, that dude just so chill, just has fun, you know. And just casually is one of the best players in the world.
Yeah, just casually. They all are. Look at them.
They know that they're behind this game right now. They just don't, you know, beat her up on the desk. They're just waiting for this unpause to happen. Obviously, it's a case of, especially now happening again, I'm sure they're really trying to take extra.
You know what they need on the back right there? It says Monster Black, and you know what? I am sipping one right now, and it is keeping me going. So I'll give it props there. Thanks, Monster.
There you go. There's multiple reasons why you're doing that. No, this is it is kind of crazy. This is only day number 3, right? Yeah, this is only day number 3. We got at least 4 more days, I want to say, the group stages.
Yeah.
And then we have the break, of course. May 3rd's the break, and then we come back for the main event of the playoffs here. So this is we still got a lot of Dota.
A lot of Dota,
as far as some good Dota action.
A lot of ups as well. Look at this. SEC, he's standing up. He's thinking about some plays to make. I'm pretty sure that's the only play. I think you just all in, kill no one, whatever. You die, you buy back, you just end the game.
Yeah, well,
they can't defend. You can't defend without Morphling. Without him, you just absolutely do nothing.
Granted, if like 4 of your heroes die in the process, then not really worth it in the end. But yes, the point is that, again, I don't think, especially now with this pause, I go back to that, where they're going to kind of absorb what's going on. Virtus.Pro going to look at the situation. No one will notice that Link, how he's definitely behind in the Link war. So he will very likely look to fall back, and something tells me that he's just simply going to get away. So
it looks like my back. But talking about another upset, we didn't talk about Fly to Moon upsetting Mineski earlier 2-1 too. This is a team that a lot of people thought, oh, it's just 5 people. They're just wanting to play open qualifiers. Turns out they were a real team, and now they're really beating people. Well, they're 2-0 in the group stage right now.
An important note on that is we confirmed this earlier that they actually did sign up with the official roster right before the lock.
Yeah, Vlad told us
so if they happen to
win this major,
I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but they are eligible. And you know, we were talking about earlier how you got your top 8 teams right now. It's like EG and Na'Vi are the only 2 that are kind of contesting to really break into the top 8 and have potential. But fly to Moon.
You just win a major. You're right up there.
Is, you got to look out for them. And yeah, had that upset earlier as mentioned. And I've been impressed by their play online recently too. And obviously it's a team made up of very skilled, experienced players in the CIS region.
For the most part, yeah.
It really shouldn't be that crazy that they're having decent results. But
beating Mineski, who just won a major themselves, I think that I would consider that pretty crazy here. And they're just chilling. They're relaxed.
They don't play like that, do they?
I mean, at WESG for about 10 minutes, Solo had his feet on top of the monitor.
Jesus.
Like his feet were literally propelled at a
I think I've seen him like that before.
I think I took a picture of it too, and it was great. He just propelled at like a 200-degree angle. I don't even know. I'm just making up numbers right now. But he was like an isosceles triangle, the hypotenuse of one. Hope these big words impress people.
They're impressing me right now.
All right, that's good.
At least one person.
Everyone else is smiling, but he's not about this.
No,
he's thinking. Look at it. He is daydreaming right now. He's like, God, I can't wait to beat EP. Go to game 3. Let's get this going, baby.
Yeah, they're probably switching out some hardware even at this point. Again, I don't know for sure, but just kind of looking what's going on. Seems like that's where we're at. So, unfortunately, it could be a little bit longer of a pause break here until we advance on. Like we're talking about, though, if things continue with this momentum right now, very likely a Game 3 could be coming up.
Yeah.
To cap off the night here.
No one's going to be mad about that.
No.
Well, maybe VP, but I don't even know if they'll be mad about that, but everyone wants to get a Game 3.
Yeah, these two teams especially,
Dota?
right?
Yeah.
Like as we said at the beginning, I mean, Red-Eye pointing out the stat that they've only played 3 games against each other this year.
In a long time, yeah.
In this whole season.
And it feels weird, right? Because Newbee, as we were talking about, they won Genting, which was a minor, felt like a major. But after that, I know Gods was like, man, Newbee's a great team. But Genting was a little bit ago, and they've had some reasonably poor results.
The China Dota scene in general is just so out there, and what I mean by that is that it's all over the place. It's because you're right. Newbee, obviously they're runner-up at TI7. Then following into the early season, they were looking great. Then results started to decline a little bit throughout the season. Then you had teams like Kyle even mentioned LGD right now. You can consider even the top China team right now.
I would
However, yeah, to an extent I would too. But you have teams like VGJ Thunder that had their moments throughout the season. You've had LFY, you know, once or twice in there. Whatever happened to the IG teams, by the way? IG Vitality, Victus Gaming.
They're actually playing a tournament right now, a non-DPC tournament, WCA.
Yeah.
So, you know, a classic. They're both there right now, as well as 33, you know, playing for play. If you missed Planet Dog from last year's TI, guess what? They're playing at a tournament they qualified for a year and a half ago.
Yeah, 3-3.
And it's here. Yep.
Not leaving Opt, I should say that. he's currently playing for them over there.
Yep.
He's still with Optic, of course.
I'm surprised you'd volunteer to go to that, but whatever, your life. Yeah, I guess. As long as you win or do decently, yeah. And now we get Roger, the newest addition.
He's got to feel so good, man. When that trade went down, there was a lot of people, and again, at the time, people were just mind blown. They're like, "How do you get rid of Little?" Yeah.
It is funny though. People said he was like the best player, and then they got rid of him. They're like, "Oh, they got rid of the worst player." I'm like, people's minds change so quickly.
I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, I totally saw this coming and this working out perfectly and everything," but I did always appreciate Roger on Empire. I thought he was a great, and people like to give Resolution so much credit last year with the TI7 run.
Yeah.
I think you could give so much credit to a player like Roger on that team, too, for the reason that they had so much success.
I'm not liking the look of this.
Yeah, this is a case of Newbie getting up, maybe like a restroom break or something, but...
Get everything fixed. I mean, we don't want any more disconnects, obviously. We want to see the game. We want to see, will they kill the Morphling? I would love if we just went back to the game, they kill the Morphling. It would. It just ends. Morphling dies. The game could actually, we could be paused for 15, and it could just end after 10 seconds.
It's happened before.
It very well has.
We've been around this game and a couple other games for a long time now. Granted,
stuff like that happens. We've seen it all.
Definitely had that happen before, so would it be surprising? I'm with you there, but obviously technical issues, they happen as well, and it's something that you got to deal with from time to time.
I am so bad with computers. I legitimately, I have to
You have one monitor still, and I still can't get over that.
Now, the thing with one monitor, it lets you focus. With 2 monitors, you're not focused, and that's why people at home do, how do I gain MMR? Well, maybe if you'd stop watching your anime on one monitor, and you'd play your damn Dota on the first monitor, you'd be winning some MMR. That's what I'm saying. Go back to one monitors. I still use a box monitor, and my TV's a CRT. And what do you guys get to say about that?
It's not.
It's not. No, I have a 90-inch LCD, baby. I'm watching Game of Thrones.
You're moving up in the world lately, Grant. Let's be honest.
I'm in the game right now.
There's no way you got that there. So, anywho, we got, like I said, plenty more Dota coming here over the next 4 days for the group stages and the main event after. Again, to recap that too, it's the top, I want to say the top 4 teams that I believe advance on
of each group.
The top 2 go to the winners. The third and fourth go to the lower bracket, which is a best of 1. I mean, that's been another kind of talking point going into this event, that the format overall is pretty good.
I love
but there are different opinions. Now, in my opinion on it has always been, in a first round losers bracket matchup, I think I'm okay with it. Past that, though, I feel like it should be best of 3, especially as the points been brought up. Yeah. Essentially, it's a best of 1 to see which team gets top 4. And being those are the only 4 spots that get DPC points, I think it should be best of 3, but again, in this event, it happens to be best of 1.
When was the last time we actually saw a best of 1 with a cheese strap? People are always saying you could get cheesed out of a tournament. When's the last time you actually have seen it? It's always just they just win a game. Maybe the underdog does win, but it's never really been like, oh, well, there's the Oracle Huskar pops out. You see that in BO3s more than you do in BO1s.
I like how that's the go-to cheese strat that everyone brings up, and literally we never see it.
Yeah, ever.
When's the last time we've seen an Oracle Huskar?
I think the last time
season. Haas, get on that. I know you're watching.
The biggest cheese stat I remember was TI2 2 or 3 when, I don't know, it was one of the Liquids was playing him, they picked a carry Omni Knight. And I remember the funniest thing, it was IX Mike, and he just starts laughing because they last pick a thing and you see him on stage, he's just laughing, and then they just win like 22-0, and it's hilarious. But no one does cheese strats.
No.
Don't make that be your reasoning.
Maybe Oracle Techies is the new cheese strat.
How? I'm sure someone knows how that works, but yeah, the ulti onto the suicide. Do you just suicide, not take damage, and then die after, I assume? I assume, like...
Well, maybe it could heal up enough to make it work. I don't know.
The metagame's just shifted. Yeah, actually, you're right.
Yeah.
You could heal up.
Get the heals ready. I mean, maybe I just... there you go. That's the secret strat, the secret techie strat that everyone's going to be busting out at the main event here. Probably not, but...
Well, I didn't want to have to go down to this, but do you want... Oh, I didn't wear a shirt with pockets. All right, well, I was going to try to do some magic, but unfortunately, I cannot do that. All right, I believe,
we are going to take a short pause here, guys, obviously, as we're still getting this issue figured out. I mean, we're beautiful people and everything, but only look at us for so long, I understand. Yeah. So we're going to go on a short break, guys. We'll be back, game number 2, but resume. guys, we have a little buyback, actually. Morphling did end up surviving right there. Is almost dead, though. No one pushing back with the adaptive strike is going to manage to survive. And now Pudge Hook is going to miss, however. He's still alive himself. No one's able to TP out before he goes down. Shadow Demon's dead for 2 minutes, by the way. No buyback to be had. The Lotus Orb is put up, but KP's in trouble. The hook on Ramses away from Kaka, but it doesn't matter. They lose the Naga Siren as well. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We literally jumped right in with you. We apologize for missing the initial action, but wow, I'm a buyback from Luna. I hate to say it, but I'm really curious how the hell Morphling got out of that alive.
Yeah, me too. That would have been great to see, but you know, we are gonna continue with this game. It's not over, so it's not the 10-second, you know.
No.
Whoa, and there is the Assault Cuirass now on Ramses, so I mean, we're pretty much 6 slot on everyone that's important right now. No buybacks for Solo, Ramses, Luna as well now, so I don't think either team wants to push her. Look at Ramses. Look at how slow
But
he
at
moves.
the same time, Luna's no buyback. So if you're Virtus.Pro, right, you got to feel comfortable now. Again, Morphling obviously doesn't either, but Shadow Demon staying dead. Shadow Demon's a pretty important key, remember, with the spawning of the illusions, the disruption to save, the purge itself, pretty good.
Oh, the hook.
They're split pushing.
Ramses too, yeah, but they're split pushing.
No one. He's going for the melee racks. There's the buyback on Nagasara. No one has to be so careful though. Again, no buyback. Wait for him to wait. Adaptive strike. He's going back in. However, Repel's put back up.
Oh.
Hook is just gonna miss right there. No one once again striking away the hook. Kaka manages to sidestep it. He's fine for now. The lift up, but the 4-step away on Pudge. No one at half-life. He still has a BKB. So feeling pretty cozy. More, that is more. I was like, it's Omni all of a sudden. So
yep. He loses hook now, by the way, on Rubik. Sorry, he picked up the kinetic field, so it will hold him back a little bit, but I think that hook on Rubik was super important.
Man, going for the melee racks. We'll finally finish it off. Now he's going to go away. Another hook. This one going to miss. There's the rod stolen, by the way, from Kaka. So yeah, he tried to get the hook back that time, and
there you go.
Rogers learned.
And there it is, level 25 on the Naga, so 30% evasion, which is nice. I did say it wasn't the, I mean, it's not the greatest this late into the game, but still, it is very good.
It's good to have, no doubt.
No MKBs anyway.
No one, by the way, I wanted to bring this up. He has a refresher orb, excuse me, in his backpack.
Yeah.
So he obviously used that earlier. And now it's falling back, though. It's going to be on cooldown for a bit longer, especially since it's in the backpack.
Just so many repels, right? He's pretty much just using that just to get his more backup Qs on Omni.
Kaka, lift up. Lotus Orb comes out, the Hex, the double 4-staff. They want to keep Solo alive, and that they do. Both sides doing a hell of a job of keeping teammates alive. It feels like Pudge taking over from no one. He hooks his teammate, and Roger. Out comes the Guardian Angel to the backlash, by the way. Solo, he gets locked down on Moogie with that Static Storm. Kaka from the side. Ramses cannot do enough damage, though. Now Ramses going to be lifted up and quickly attempted to be killed off at least, but Morphling's here to help him out. The BKB boards, the Roger hook in the backlash, but Moogie with it off with the Satanic, but SCC, he's going toe-to-toe. The link is up, draining so much damage away from the Morphling. He has to actually back off, and SCC comes back in. He takes out, helps take out the Broodmother. They kill Pudge in the end, and now Morphling caught by the sleep. This could be it for Newbee. If they take out Morphling, he manages to blink away, goes for the waveform. He's good for now. Another blink in 12 more seconds. The poison is up. He's still running though. Waveform in 5 more seconds. Omni Knight does buy back, trying to get up here.
No boots on him.
No boots, no one is so slow. He's going to be hexed up and very likely killed. Yes, they finally finished the job. No buyback for 110 seconds.
Yep.
That link from Razor lasted forever.
Yeah, it stole everything, and it felt good like that. It was a nice morph steal to get the Pudge, to hook the Pudge out, but then Ramses was all by himself. Like, Ramses thought they were committing to a fight, and he was just stuck in there by himself, and now we do have a buyback on Pudge, so just not your 2 main cores, which could be a little bit of a problem, especially with that Aghanim's Razor.
Oh, I think this is over. I think Newbee's just going to go right down the middle. Did they even go for Megas? I mean, look at those attacks with the Glaives.
Damn.
The racks are dead. They are going to go for another set of racks. It seems like his MKB, by the way, just finished on Luna now. As they're pushing, and I was going to say, Newbee, they could really just finish this game, and they kind of realize that. Roger gets lifted up, though, trying to be distracted, if anything. And he is a bit of that for a couple of seconds. They get the Static Storm down, but it doesn't matter. GG's called. We are going to a game number 3. Now, to be fair, it looked for a second there. Yeah. Virtus.Pro actually could victory when the white flags come out.
I'm glad it didn't come back in immediately. Some nice plays by VP, but Newbee, I think, they just had the better draft. I mean,